Hey guys, we're downtown Toronto in Queen East. In fact, we're right on Jarvis and Queen Street. I want to show you something very, very cool. Come with me. Hi, how are you, Melissa?
Good. How are you?
Good, good to see you.
You too.
Well, good. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
So these are your pints.
Yes, so this is our display freezer. We have it open to the public, so people love to come and kind of look at all the flavors. We usually have between 14 and 16 different flavors in pints at least at any one time. And then we also have like our novelties, our ice cream cakes, our bars and sandwiches. And then we do little popsicles for dogs, which are really popular in the summer. People come by with their, their pups and feed them those. So yeah.
I think my pup would be here every day.
Yeah. We have a few people who are very regular customers.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so many flavors here. How many flavors? You said 14, 15, 16 that are here regularly.
Yes.
How many do you have in total?
We have a bank of at least 65 recipes,
Nice.
and all of those are proprietary to Creamery X. They will go with the sale, and they are ready to go for tweaking or for new recipes and new formulas that the new owner can come up with.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, so for the curious person that walks in or is watching, and what could they expect?
Sure.
Is it like, do you find that people come in more for the pints, and they walk out, they leave? Or are they stocking up their freezer? Something I would do.
Yeah, we see a little bit of everything, and it kind of changes with the season as well. So in the summer, we get a lot of walk-bys who just want the scoops or who want like a single serve bar. And then they might have a scoop and be like, oh, that's really good, and pick up a pint for their freezer. In the winter, we get more of that crowd who's coming in specifically to buy the pints. They know what flavors they want, or they're just here to browse and pick up like 5, 6, 7 pints at a time. So it does kind of change with the seasons that way.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you show us around what some of these freezers look like, what it all represents?
Sure. Yeah, so these are our 2 dipping cabinets. They are really good quality. This is what we have set up as our mainstay cabinet. So these are the flavors that we keep around all the time. People get really mad if we take them away.
Yeah.
So we keep them in stock. Over here, we call this our seasonal cabinet. We usually have between 6 and 8 seasonal flavors every month.
Right.
That we pull from that giant bank of
Right.
recipes that we have. So those swap out. So people always kind of know where when they come in, if they want something that's more classic, if they want like one of their, favorites, or if they want to try something new.
Nice.
And then we also have our bakery display over here. We've been expanding a little bit into the baked goods as well, especially over the winter. They've been really popular. Our cookies kind of have a bit of a cult following.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of vegan baked goods here.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So are they only vegan?
We do some vegan and some non-vegan, but mostly vegan.
Mostly vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We find that's the most popular.
yeah, for sure.
This is our prep space here. We have 3 prep tables and plenty of pots and ingredients and all of that.
Yes.
The big draw, I guess, is our ice cream machine in the back.
Yes, let's go take a look.
You over here. So we have 2 ice cream machines. This is the smaller Taylor model. This is kind of our starter machine, what we started with when we were just doing online sales. We quickly expanded and needed something a little bit bigger. But we use this still for testing because it can do smaller batches.
Right.
This is our Carpigiani, which is an Italian ice cream machine, kind of, state of the art. It can do 12 liters of ice cream base at a time, and it is fantastic. It has this like special technology where it will sense the like friction of the blade and tell you like if the ice cream is at the correct texture to be extracted. So it really is our workhorse.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little familiar with these, and yeah, they're imported too, right?
Yes.
These machines.
Yeah, they are from Italy.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you find? I know that there's people here in the city that take care of these machines.
Yes.
So it's not like you have to go through buying another machine if this one breaks down.
No, the distributor that we purchased this machine from is fantastic. They're local, they're really sweet. They'll just pop by sometimes to say hi or to drop off some samples of like a new product that they have. They help us not only with the machine, but also with some of the smaller ingredients that we do, as well as our molds for cakes and bars and that kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the cake side of the business, that's something that you have taken on. Was it right from the beginning?
No, we actually only started doing cakes maybe a year ago.
Okay.
And they really took off, especially the vegan cakes, because it's very hard to find a vegan ice cream cake in the city, if not impossible. So those have really taken off. We do 3 different shapes, and they're all really popular. We do custom, so people can choose the flavor of ice cream, the flavor of all the different layers.
Right.
They're really fun.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, as you can see, there's just so much opportunity for expansion here. I love that. And so much opportunity for just really owning a business that is already set up right from the get-go. And so much thought has gone into it, so much detail. And that's anytime investing in a business, those are the things you look for, especially when you're buying something that you're looking to take to the next level, which is what you can see opportunity here for. So tell me a little bit about why you started with ice cream. Why ice cream?
Yeah. Well, Bonnie is like an ice cream fanatic.
Yeah.
She's always loved ice cream. I don't have as much of a sweet tooth, but I love to bake. So it was kind of the perfect marriage between the 2 passions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
definitely.
both working like in corporate jobs, and we were kind of like, oh, we want to do something more than this and more creative. Because I love ice cream, she loves baking. We were like, oh, this is perfect for us.
Yeah, definitely.
So we opened an online shop in the middle of the pandemic in the winter, like crazy people, and the
craziest time.
Yeah, that's how we got started, just going to markets, doing online sales of pints only, and now we've expanded to this larger location with more product lines, and just kind of it's growing up from there.
Yeah, you see so many cool people coming through here. This area, this area is
sure.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, it's up and coming for sure.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
we have some really like dedicated customer base. So when our lease was up and we were looking to move, we really didn't want to leave the area because it's like our people, you know, they've gotten to know us, we've gotten to know them, we've seen their kids grow up, you know, they're really generous and kind, and we just didn't want to leave. So luckily we were able to stay in the same kind of building and area.
Nice.
Yeah.
So why vegan?
We started off with just dairy ice cream. We do a frozen custard line, which is delightful. And it took us a really long time to figure out the right way to do vegan ice cream. And we really wanted to have vegan because we didn't want to exclude that entire portion of the population. It's where the future is going, you know, vegan is definitely the future. And it allows for some creativity as well in terms of like flavor profiles. So we started off with a coconut base, but it was very difficult to mask that coconut flavor. So we kept tinkering. 2 years later, we finalized our oat milk recipe, and it's been super popular. Lots of people who aren't vegan come in and buy the vegan stuff. It's been a real hit.
I love it. I personally just have enjoyed it so much. It's so good.
I mean, our goal was to really, you know, we've tried a lot of the commercial vegan, and we wanted it to actually taste like dairy ice cream. We didn't want it to be, you know, chalky or no flavor at all, or just super sweet with no actual, you know, anything to it. So it was really important to us to have it be exactly the same, so like, you know, you can't tell the difference. And, you know, I think we looked up the statistic, and about 70% of Canadians are lactose intolerant anyway, so it doesn't just apply to vegans. Like, everybody has a problem with digesting milk, so why not have that product available and make it taste just as good, right? So,
I had somebody come in the other day looking for the plant-based stuff, and she tried it and she's like, oh, that actually tastes like ice cream.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the goal, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I have to say, you don't compromise on flavor.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's rich with all the ingredients. Like you can taste the richness of the product. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's really,
Thank you.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we developed a formula. There's lots of calculations and science and math that goes into every flavor. And so we have that kind of proprietary.
So from when you start with a recipe or like a flavor, an idea, to getting everything set up and ready to go, testing and all that until it's actually ready to be served,
Right.
how long does it take between that
It
time?
depends. It
Okay.
used to take a lot longer than it does now because we have like our formulas all set, various base recipes that we can kind of pull from. So sometimes we'll do a test and it's perfect first try. Sometimes we'll do a flavor test and it might take a few tries, maybe a few weeks.
Yeah, sometimes they need big tinkering and sometimes
Yeah.
they need small tinkering.
Right.
Because I find because we do such unique flavors, some of those ones do take a little longer to come together.
Right.
You know, when you start putting things like feta, cheese, and tomatoes in ice cream, you really have to get
Yeah, you have to-
unique at it. Yeah.
So interesting.
And yeah, like Melissa said, sometimes it'll be like a one shot and it's done and perfect, and you're so happy, and then the next time you're working on it for weeks, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
But 100% a lot easier nowadays with our recipes and our formulas. We know exactly what to do, and we know the formulas and kind of the targets that we need in each area to consider. So with that, it's really not too hard anymore.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be there to answer your questions.